Good day everyone. Today we will be discussing the chapter 2, which is the connecting and communicating online. So first, we have the objectives overview. So in this discussion, we discuss the evolution of the internet, briefly describe various broadband internet connection, describe the purpose of an IP address and its relationship to a domain name. We also describe features of browsers and identify the components of a web address. And we describe ways to compose effective search text. Next, we explain benefit and risk of using online social networks, describe uses of various types of website, explain how the web uses graphics, animation, audio, video, and virtual reality. We also explain how email lists, instant messaging, chat rooms, online discussion, VoIP, and FTP work identify the rules of netiquette. So first, what is Internet? So, Internet is a worldwide collection of networks that connects millions of businesses, government agencies, educational institutions, and individuals. The Internet originated as ARPANET in September 1969 and had two main goals. So the first goal is allowing scientists at different physical locations to share information and work together. The second one is function even if part of the network were disabled or destroyed by a disaster. This image presents a brief timeline of the Internet development, focusing on key milestones related to ARPANET. So, in 1969, ARPANET or Advanced Research Project Agency Network becomes functional. It was the first network to use packet switching and laid the foundation for today's Internet. In 1984, ARPANET expanded to over 1,000 individual hosts, showing early network growth and adoption. And today, millions of hosts are connected to the Internet, illustrating its massive expansion and global impact. So, this slide highlights the evolution of networking from a small research project to a worldwide system connecting billions of users. With wired connections, a computer or device physically attaches via a cable or wire to a communications device. Computers without a communication device can use a wireless modem or other communications device that enables wireless connectivity. This slide provides a comparison between wired and wireless internet connection. So, wired connection required a physical connection between the device and the internet source. Like for example is cable internet service, DSL, digital subscriber line, fiber to the premises or FTTP. Wireless connection allow devices to connect to the internet without cables. Like for example is Wi-Fi, mobile broadband, fixed wireless, and satellite internet service. A hotspot is a wireless network that provides internet connections to mobile computers and devices. An Internet Service Provider or ISP is a business that provides individuals and organizations access to the Internet free or for a fee. Bandwidth represent the amount of data that travels over a network. We have the megabyte and gigabyte. How a home user's request for a web page might travel the internet using cable internet service. So we have the step 1. You send a request to the internet. For example, you enter the web address of a web page you want to visit in the address bar of your browser. Step 2. A cable modem transfers the computer's digital signals to the cable television line in your house. Step 3. Your request digital signals travels through cable television lines So a central cable system, which is shared by up to 500 homes in a neighborhood. And step 4, the central cable system sends your request over high-speed fiber optic lines to the cable operator, who often also is the ISP.
What I'm going to discuss is the connecting to the internet. The first where I'm going to discuss is what is an IP address. IP address is a sequence of a number that uniquely identify each computer or device connected to the internet. The second one is the what is domain name. Domain name is a text-based name that corresponds to the IP address. And the third one is DNS server that translates the domain name in its associated IP address. In table 3 there are TLDs intended purpose. The first one is .com refers to the commercial organizations, businesses, and companies, while .edu is educational institution, .gov is government agencies, and .mil is military organizations, .net is network providers or commercial companies, and lastly the .org is non-profit of organizations. How a brochure displays a requested web page. There are 3 steps in how to create a browser's web page. The first is run the browser and enter the web address in the browser's address bar. Step 2 is to the browser communicates with the DNS server maintained by your ISP or other provider. The DNS server looks up the domain name. The domain name portion of the web address finds its associated IP address and then sends the IP address to your computer or other mobile devices. And the last step is the browser uses the IP address to contact the web server at the specific IP address to request the content of the desired web page. The web server fulfills the user's request by sending the desired content to the user's browser, which format the page for display on the screen. The next tackle where I'm going to discuss is the World Wide Web or WW or web. This consists of a worldwide connection of the electronic documents. The next is website. It's a collection of related web page and associated items. The next is web server. It's a computer that delivers requested web page to your computer. Web 2.0 is refers to the website that provide means that users to share personal information, allows users to modify the website content, and provide application through a browser. The World Wide Web is consists of a browser. Browser is an application that enables users to an internet connection to access and view web page on a computer or mobile devices. The next is homepage, which is the first page that a website displays. And current browsers is typically support the tab browsing, and a web page has a unique address called a web address or URL. And a web app is an application stored a web server that you access through a browser. And web app hats is usually provide storage for users' data and information on their servers, known as called STO. And web search engine is the software that finds websites, web pages, images, videos, news, maps, and other information related to the specific topic. And a subject dictionary classifies web page in an organization set categories such as sports or shopping and related as an categories.
Multimedia. Multimedia refers to any applications that combine text, media, such as graphics, animation, audio, video, and virtual reality. First, let's define what graphic is. So, graphics is a visual representation of non-text information. Graphic formats include BMP, GIF, JPEG, PNG, and TIFF. So, graphics are visual representation like images, drawings, charts, or any visual used to present information in a clear and engaging way. Instead of using only text, graphics help make messages easier to understand and more appealing. Next is infographic. It is a visual representation of data and information designed to communicate quickly, simplify complex context, or present pattern or trends. So, infographic is a type of graphic designs that combine images, text, and data to explain information in a clear and engaging way. Instead of using long paragraph, infographic use visual like charts, icons, and illustration to make information easier to understand. So the difference between the graphic and the infographic, si graphic is nakafocus lang siya sa designs and creativity. While si infographic is nakafocus lang siya sa information, explaining information using visual and text. Next is animation. Animation is the appearance of motion created by displaying a series of still images in sequence. Animation is the process of creating moving images from picture or drawing. It can be done by showing a series of images in quick succession, which makes the images look like they're moving. This can be done using different methods like drawing by hand, using computers, or even using objects that are most likely between shots, like in stop motion animation. So animation is used in cartoons, movie, video games, and even advertisement. Next is audio, include music, speech, or any other sound compressed to reduce file size. Example, you listen to audio on your computer using a media player. So, audio is a sound, particularly when it recorded or played or transmitted electronically. Includes everything we hear like music, speech, or sounds effect. Audio can be stored in different formats such as PMP3, WAV, or others, and can be played through devices like speakers, headphone, or even a phone. Next is video. Video consists of images displayed in motion. So, video is a recording or transmission of moving images and sounds, typically displayed on a screen. It can be captured real-life events or create animation. Videos are commonly used in movies, TV shows, online content, and social media. They are stored in format like MP4, AVI, or MOV, and can be played on devices such as phones, computers, and TVs. Next is virtual reality or VR. Is the use of computers to simulate a real-life or imagined environment that appears as three-dimensional spaces. So, VR is a technology that creates a simulated environment, making you feel like you're in a different world. It uses special devices like VR headsets to immerse you in this environment by displaying 3D images and sounds. VR can be used for gaming, education, training, and even therapy, giving users a chance to interact with and explore virtual spaces as if they were real. Next is a plugin or add-on. It's a program that extends the capability of a browser. Plug-in, it is a small program or pieces of software that adds extra features to larger software application like a web browser. It helps extend the main program functionality without changing its core structure. For example, a plug-in in a browser could allow you to play videos, block ads, or manage passwords.
Let's proceed to the other internet services. First is email. Email is the transmission of message and files via a computer network. Email is a communication method that uses electronic devices to deliver message and across computer networks. Next is email program. Email programs allows you to create, send, receive, forward, store, and delete email messages. Email program, also known as an email client, mail program, and mail reader. Next is email list. Email list is a group of email addresses used for mass distribution of a message and a collection of email addresses used by business and individuals to send email and message, newsletters, updates, and promotional material to a specific group of people. Next is instant messaging. Instant messaging is services notify you when one or more of your established contacts are online and then allows you to exchange message or files and join a private chat room with them. Instant messaging is form of text-based communication in which two people participate in a conversation over their computers or smartphones via an internet-based chat room or application. Next is chat. Chat is a real-time type conversation that takes place on a computer or mobile devices with many other online users. Chat is the process of communicating, interacting, and or exchanging messages over the internet. It involves two or more individuals that communicate through a chat-enabled services or software. Chat is also known as chatting online and chat internet. Next is Chatroom. Chatroom is a website or application that permits users to chat with others who are online at the same time. Chatroom is an online platform that enables users to communicate with each other in real time. Chatrooms are typically hosted on a server with an internet connection, enable members from around the world to hold conversations about various topics. Six is online discussion. Online discussion is an online area in which users have written discussions about a particular subject. Online discussions refers to interactive conversations that take place over the internet. It's allowing users to engage in dialogue, share ideas, and collaborate on various topics asynchronously. Next is VoIP. VoIP enables users to speak to other users via the internet connection. VoIP communications are all types of conversational voice informations, including landline, telephony, or voice from a land mobile radio system. VoIP technology allows voice communications to be transmitted digitally through network that uses internet protocol standards. Next is FTP file. Transfer Protocol is an internet standard that permits file uploading and downloading to and from other computers on the internet. File Transfer Protocol is a method for moving files between computers on a network. It's a set of instructions that computers use to communicate and exchange files. You can use FTP to upload files to a server, download files from a server, or transfer data between computers on a local network. Lastly is Netiquette. Netiquette is the code of acceptable internet behavior. Netiquette is a made-up word from the words net and etiquette. Netiquette thus describes the rules of conduct for respectful and appropriate communication on the internet. Netiquette is often referred to as etiquette for the internet. That's all, everyone. Thank you.